Yeah.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Marine Park Coffee. Thank you, all our performers tonight, all our friends who came down, and the local crowd. You know, keeping it real, but actually creating community in Marine Park on even deeper levels. So this is a big deal. I live 2 blocks away and have most of my life, and like to do a gig 2 blocks and like have an awesome audience and wonderful people is incredible. So thank you very much for Chris to make it happen, and to all of you guys. I'm going to jump right to it. Usually, many times I do service songs, meaning I'm playing what I think the crowd wants to hear. This time, I only chose songs I want to play. So I think that'll make me a little more enthusiastic. So here we go. This is a Billy Joel song that you probably don't know unless you got the album 52nd Street and you really like it. I think it's 52nd Street. Yeah. It's called Half a Mile Away. Gio is a friend of mine. We get some money and we buy a cheaper wine. Sit on the corner and have a holiday. Hide the bottle when the cop goes by. Talk about women and lie, lie, lie. Oh, my other world is just a half a mile away. The light, crawl on the roof and then I hit the night light. I should be sleeping but tonight I just can't stay. I've given everybody so much time, but now I need a moment that's mine. Oh, my other world is just a half a mile away. Just a half a mile away. Just a half a mile away. Angelina, save a place for me. I've been living someone else's life and now I've got to be free. Turn your transistor on and let the music play. Try to keep the family satisfied, but there's gotta be more to life than just try. My other world is just a half a mile away. Ooh, just a half a mile away. Just a half a mile away. Just a half a mile away. So much time, but now I need a moment that's mine. Oh, my other world is just a half a mile away. Thank you. Obrigado. I lived in Brazil for a while, so I like to say obrigado, which is thank you in Portuguese, and arigato, which is thank you in Japanese. I have some sort of connection to Japan. You may find out if you don't know. All right, this is a song I'll dedicate it to my friend James because he's here. I don't know if he actually likes it or not, but just for fun because it has a name in it, and anyone else named James. It's called Sweet Baby James. And actually, when I met my wife, Yoko, we were in the Berkshires of Massachusetts, so it's got doing some like on the road for fundraising to go do volunteer work in Brazil. So when it mentions the Berkshires, it reminds me of that. Anyway. It's a James Taylor song. There is a young cowboy who lives on the range.
But this is what
His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyon, waiting for summer his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow, and so was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Lord, the Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting. With 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go, there's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing when they're home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing works just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Thank you. And since I was going with the James theme, so I decided the next one would be called "You Don't Mess Around with Jim," which is Jim Croce's song, also from the 70s. And Jim Croce is an awesome songwriter. If you don't know him, for the younger generation, please check him out. Jim Croce. He died young, but he wrote so many fun, really tasty songs. So this is about a guy who was a real tough guy, but then another tough guy came around. You don't mess around with Jim. Well, the town got its hustlers, the Bowery's got its bums. 42nd Street's got a big Jim Walker, he's a pool shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he a big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss. Just because they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask of all that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, out of South Alabama came a country boy. You say I'm looking for a man named Jim. I'm a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He drive a drop top Cadillac. Just a week he took my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off of that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room. Jimmy come bopping in off the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the sole of the big man's feet. Woo! Yeah, he was cut in about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. Now they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off of that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Oh, Big Jim got his hat, found out where it's at, and it's not hustling people strange to you, even if you do got a two-piece custom-made pool cue. You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off of that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Thank you. I definitely don't condone violence, but it's a fun song. Okay, so now I have a little's not the right word, a very wonderful guest who is kind of familiar to me. Her name is Yoko. She's a clown, Yoko the clown. Thai Yoko. And she's going to sing a song that was a favorite of mine in the 90s.
Yeah, there you go. That's your best move.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care.
Okay. It's by Four Non-Blondes.
Ah!
It's not.
It's not.
This is a Metallica song.
No. So, no. One question to you guys. Is there somebody can contain your fist in your mouth? No, nobody? Yeah, this pretty vocalist can do it. So, I really appreciate Marine Park Coffee. Chris, keep having this opportunity. One good news I want to share with you. I got a unique role to attend a Japanese theater group. Since I performed here last year, I got a chance to play in a group near Mount Fuji. Yeah, this springtime. So it's so unique. I think the universe is catching the youth power to sing aloud and bright from this marine park to the sky. So I'm gonna shout, scream to put the light on. Thank you. This is my goal to make a mountain as big as possible today. Trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this blood or man, or whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I lie in bed just to get it all out. What's in my head tonight? I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream on top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And I try, oh my God, do I try? I hope that time in this institution, and I pray, oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for the revolution. And so I cry sometimes when I lie in bed just to get it all out. And I hit my head and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream on top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, I say, hey, what's going on? 52 years and my life is still trying to get up a great big hill of hope for a destination.
All right, thank you.
When you made
I got two more for you guys.
when you made the season bacon
Next one is an original. I was mentioning before that I have tons of originals. I just don't like to play them too often for some reason. But I have several albums on Spotify, YouTube, all that. John Henry Sheridan, if you're interested. I also have a book, Mind Your Music, which is about, how if we are what we eat, we're also what we're listening to and what we watch and stuff. So it's about the importance of paying attention to what we listen to. Like paying attention to the quality of it. So this is a song about, it's one of the few I haven't recorded. It's about, it's pretty autobiographical, I guess. It's called Just a Little Better Than Me. Sometimes I feel weak, just a little too unique. Sometimes I feel disempowered and I just don't know what's wrong. So where can I turn? What books should I burn? What lies can I stop believing? I have so much more to learn. And my aim is to be just a little better than I was yesterday. It's all I can do. Be just a little better than I used to be.
He never heard the song, but he can sing it.
Sometimes I feel hurt. I ain't quite perfect yet. Sometimes I'm a bit oversensitive, and sometimes I just plain forget. So I clasp my hands in prayer, direct my dreams and hopes out there. Digging deeper from within, I tap the source that we all share. Sometimes I feel strong, and I ask myself what's wrong. I guess it's just a little paranoia creeping back from the past. So I let go of doubt, I cast the demons right on out. Though my thoughts are cloudy, I can just make out the clear light of the dawn. It's all I can do to be just a little better than I am. Yeah, it's something new this year.
I know because of my dad.
Awesome. So this song is my last one. Thank you again for being here, for hanging out, such a lovely audience and participants.
Can I tell you
Love the
something?
jazz.
Is it his
I
original?
played a lot of those songs.
Is it his
growing up,
original?
and so many wonderful performances.
I
Thank
thought
you
it
guys
was.
tonight.
How did you know?
Future World. So this is
All the words came together.
this is a heavy metal song
Weird.
by one of my favorite metal bands called Helloween. They're German metal bands. Helloween with an E, but actually they're very positive. So that's kind of the theme of my book, you know, finding music that's not going to make you hate yourself in the world more. But anyway, so this is a song called Future World, and it's by Helloween. I'm doing my acoustic version, and here we go. If you're out there all alone, and you don't know where to go to, come take a trip with me to Future World. And if you're running through your life and you don't know what the sense is, come look how it could be in Future World. We all live in happiness, our life is full of joy. We say the word tomorrow without fear. The feeling of togetherness is always at our side. We love our life and we know we will stay. 'Cause we all live in future world, a world that's full of love. Our future life will be glorious. Come with me, future world. You say you like to stay, but this is not your time. Go back, find your own way to future world. Life can be forbidding, just try and never give in. Tell everyone the way of future world. One day you'll live in happiness with a heart that's full of joy. You'll say the word tomorrow without fear. The feeling of togetherness will be at your side. You'll say you love your life and you'll know why. 'Cause we all live in future world, a world that's full of love. Our future life will be glorious. Come with me, come with me, come with me, future world, future world, future world, future world. Thanks again. John Henry Sheridan is my name. Got a book out there, and hope to see you next month and many months continuing. Thanks, Chris.
Of course, John Henry Sheridan. So listen, while we start transitioning, before you forget how awesome he was, I was busy chatting.